Aw, Brie, you look better that way.
I look like The Grudge.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I am fantastic. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Had a little visitor today.
I know.
Yep.
He went for me. That was so nice.
My house was so messy.
This is our podcast, What's with the Neighbors. That's Brie.
why we're here. And that's Amy.
And I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is your go-to guilty pleasure?
Lego.
There you go.
I love building Legos. What's yours?
Probably gaming.
Yeah. I kind of figured. Speaking of Lego, my anniversary present from Josh finally came in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I wanted to ask you, you were talking about the girls and then we kind of got distracted. I wanted to know what it was.
So, it's taken forever for it to come in because of where he ordered it from. So this is our wedding picture, right?
Yeah.
That's like the one that we go to. It's the one that turned out the best. The one that the photographer did not take.
Right.
And so he made me a custom-made Lego set of that scene. Like, made me a book for all the instructions, had all the things in bags.
How on earth did he do that?
So cute. We have little lightsabers. Because that was a big part of our wedding theme.
Oh my gosh. How?
And it says you and me.
How the heck did he do that? Is that like a thing that you can do on? That's a Lego. Your picture's a Lego.
Yeah. 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 You can get there's people that custom make things like that. And they'll probably 3D printing. No, I think he said all these things were Lego.
It looks like
but
it
I'm
could be.
sure they somehow printed that onto there. I don't know. But yeah. There's people at the website's called Pick-a-Brick, and you could basically buy any kind of Lego piece ever made from different sellers and who collect them. And they have it's like a giant eBay for Legos essentially.
Right.
And so he got all those pieces from there, and he built it on this designer, Lego designer thing that he has.
Yeah.
On the computer, and then he it told him all the pieces that it required, and so he found all the pieces in different places. Anyways, he went through a lot of trouble, and it's really cool.
And he made the book?
Love it. Yeah, he made a book. Yes, he made the book with all the instructions step by step.
How is he going to top next year?
I know.
However, this.
I was
Holy
this
cow.
is my favorite. He did really good. He put so much thought into it.
Did you put it together?
Yeah.
And you did that today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Brie. I would also be so excited.
Cute. I know.
Wow.
He did a good job. I'll have to post it, guys.
So good.
It was super cute. He deserves some credit.
Holy crap. You need to I want him wow.
I know, you can literally make anything, and I was like, oh my God, I have so many ideas for so many different things. I'm going to make our neighbors. Yeah, right? I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, good job, Josh.
Yeah, he did good.
So this week you're going to go first because last week I went first.
Okay. So I'm telling my story. You're doing neighborhood story first. Got it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this one is a text message between two neighbors. It says, "Your dog just pooped on my steps. I just saw you walk your dog onto my steps and let it poop." And the other neighbor replied with, "Oh, is that not our thing? Because my security cameras showed me you walking your loud dogs onto my driveway into my landscaping so that they could go to the bathroom. So I assumed you wanted me to return the favor."
Oh shit.
They got beef.
Damn. Damn, that's cold.
That's
but also,
cold.
I don't blame them. Like, that's pretty crappy.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed off too. Yeah.
No pun intended.
Okay, so this is episode 101, which means
Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Look at that, my
sorry.
nails that my sister did for me.
What? Oh, no way, she painted those?
Yeah.
She's so talented. Is that a little spider?
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
But if you hold it this way, it looks like a palm tree.
I see it. Those are cute.
Thank you.
She's so talented.
I know, she's a little artist.
So crafty. So since this week is 101 and every one episode I'm doing, I don't know, whatever, 11, I'm doing haunted eBay segments.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so mad. Can you do it next week? Can you please do it next week? It's okay.
I already have my story. I
It's
could
okay.
do a repeat.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. You know.
Oh, I should have
Wanna
done
crack
my
it.
eBay story this week.
Oh,
Dang
you had.
it.
Oh man.
I
Okay.
know.
All right.
Sorry. It's okay.
It's good.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the first thing. Oh man, that would have been perfect.
I know.
I wish I would.
I almost did it, but I went for something easier.
I started my other story, but I didn't even get through the first paragraph. I just know what I'm gonna do.
I could hold
Man.
on to it for your next eBay stuff.
It's up to you. Whatever you want. Well, next week's episode is gonna be a hometown horror.
No, I mean for next time you do an eBay segment.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know, that if you're doing an eBay story for your next story, the next episode is going to be a hometown horror story.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, for episode 101, eBay,
Anyways.
haunted eBay, or just haunted online because I found out that there's other places that sell haunted things. So, anyway,
Etsy.
Okay. All right. So, item number 1, speaking of Etsy, is from Etsy, from a shop called Spirits and Beyond 11.
She's
The
so
item-
pretty.
Oh, yes. The item is, just wait till you hear the description, is labeled Summoning Vampire Blood Witch Haunted Doll, highly active, summon spirits into your home. Price is $1,500. And it is vintage before 2000. And the description goes on, says, meet Chloe, an amazing summoning spirit from my collection of witches. Chloe is truly amazing if you work with spirits and want to invite them into your home. I received Chloe from my aunt, who is a practicing witch, and she allowed me to have Chloe so I could bring more spirits into my home. Because
Okay.
you can't have too many.
No, you can't.
She has summoned all sorts of spirits for me, including vampires, werewolves, dragons, fairies, and more. Personally,
She's a one and all doll.
she has everything. Personally, I only invite spirits of love and light into my home and made that clear to Chloe that nothing negative would be allowed to enter. Fair.
That's fair.
She is very respectful of her keeper and never brought anything negative in. But if you're into working with darker entities like Chloe did, she will summon them for you. Chloe
Aw.
always has a fascination with the dead. She could communicate with them ever since she was a child and would spend more time with them than she did with the living. She was into blood and gore, and horror films were her favorite. The sight of blood fascinated her, and when she was in her teens, she had the desire to consume it. She would have been labeled in today's standards as having a mental illness due to her consumption of blood, but she tells me she was a vampire. Blood gave her the energy, and the more she consumed, the stronger she became. She is what she calls a dark vampire summoning blood witch. She conducted seances using Ouija boards and talismans to summon spirits into her home. She would bring the spirits of the dead to her personal belongings, so she always had a spirit with her. She was a witch who practiced black magic and used it for personal gain and success. She didn't have too many acquaintances because they were afraid of her.
No kidding.
Yep. But she didn't mind since she had a large family of spirits who meant more to her than the living. It's like Casper. Chloe lived to be very elderly, or like Beetlejuice. Chloe lived to be very elderly and now enjoys the afterlife, surrounded by the spirits she kept when she was living. Chloe isn't mean, but she's not nice either. She is Chloe, laid back and chill. She is an amazing spirit to work with, and I'm going to miss her, and all the spirits she summoned into my home has been a lot of fun. Like I said, be clear and specific about what spirits are allowed in your home, or you'll have a party of all types of spirits. You may even want to have a few empty porcelain dolls for these spirits to reside in. And when she summons spirits for you, place these vessels in a circle of salt and light a candle and leave the vessel alone for 24 hours as Chloe works her magic. She worked with both negative and positive, so if you only want positive, let her know and she will respect that. Spirits flock to her, so be prepared for company. She works with dark magic as well and would be good use in your spell work, ensuring your spells to come to pass.
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop there because I forgot how long this one was. But yeah, that is Chloe, the dark summoning vampire blood witch. Oh, also, it says at the end, Etsy requires I state this is for entertainment purposes only, and you are purchasing a tangible doll.
Ew.
But it is like, yeah.
A haunted doll.
Yeah.
I have questions. So my first one is, if she's going to miss her, why are we getting rid of her?
Yeah, right? What's wrong with Chloe?
What's wrong with her? Secondly, why does it take her 24 hours to summon these werewolves and witches and
fairies,
vampires? Thirdly, yeah, that's...
You're at a loss for words. Yep, I know. It's, she's
Seems
a hell of a doll.
It sounds like Chloe has a lot of power, and that scares me. Why does one doll have so much power?
I don't know if I would be comfortable with that in my home.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And in here, okay, so I should have gone on to read. But in here, let's see. It says,
I have something to show you.
Okay. Also in here, can I read this, or do you want me to just wait? Okay.
No, go ahead.
She will cause no harm to you or anyone in your home, and in time after gaining her trust, will be trusted companion and guide. She gets along with all spirits, animal and children. She will communicate via divination tool of your choosing and appear to your dreams or visions. She's also skilled in telepathic communication and will communicate that way. Don't forget her vampiric nature, and don't leave her vessel by a window on a sunny day. Sunlight does not harm her, but she strongly dislikes it and prefers thunder and lightning. She's most powerful during a storm.
Bree. So she's basically Edward.
Edward the doll.
Yeah. What? Oh, I guess she wants to be here for this. So this is something that I found at an estate sale this weekend, and I bought it, and I offered 25 cents, and they came back and they're like, "How about $5?" And I was like,
"I hate it."
I was like, "Fine."
Amy,
what
is it?
What do you think it is?
Did you get a doll?
Oh no, they did have dolls though.
Okay. That's, paintings can be haunted too. What is that? That is so creepy. I don't like it. Amy,
What?
burn it.
What? No, that's not how you get rid of it.
I didn't say it was haunted. It just looked terrible. How much was that?
So I offered 25 cents, and they were like, "How about $5?" Because it's an original. And I was like, "Fine."
It's an original Hobo the Clown. Is it Hobo? Is his name Hobo the Clown? Because he looks like a hobo.
It doesn't say.
He looks like a Hobo the Clown.
Yeah, I think it is like a version of that.
Can we call
But-
him Hobo the Clown?
I'm going to put it in my dad's room because he is terrified of clowns. So my sister and my brother-in-law were staying in my dad's room this weekend while my dad was gone, and Ryan is terrified of clowns, so I couldn't have it in there. So, but now that they're gone, I'm gonna put it in there.
Oh my
tonight.
gosh. I too do not like clowns. That is not cool.
Clowns don't bother me.
That's probably one of the first times my dad heard me cuss at him.
Oh,
Is because he put a clown in my car.
Like a real
No.
one?
No, like a porcelain clown that he got from a secondhand store.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Breaking all the rules.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, move on to number 2. Sorry.
I love that. That is a great find. I hate it, but I do love it.
I don't think it was worth $5, but
I think no.
my sister was like, "Why didn't you haggle him more?" I was like, "Because he said $5." I said 25 cents, and he was like $5, and I was like, "Okay."
Clearly, you have not watched the new episodes of Bluey.
No, I have not.
Okay, so moving on to item number 2.
Okay.
We have here.
No, I hate this.
Oh yeah.
This is the number 1 cartoon that I would not allow in my house.
Same.
I hate this cartoon so
Sorry.
much.
I'm snorting so much inside the microphone. Sorry, everybody. Here's why I'm snorting, because it's flippin' Peppa the Pig. So it's called Haunted Doll Prairie. $55. The condition is used. The description is stuffed pig, approximately 14 inches, and it's a Peppa the Pig. So, meet Prairie. Hi, Prairie.
Hi, Prairie.
Prairie was a little girl who always liked to be on the go. She was the daughter of travelers. She remembered sitting in the back seat at their little minivan in 1993. She would take in all the sights. As
Was
they
Peppa
traveled,
the Pig around in 1993?
No, I don't know. Good
I don't
question.
think it was. Go ahead.
I mean,
keep
spirits can
going.
still go places, and you can like put them into things.
Oh, that's right.
That's kind of the point of that witch doll.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's true.
She would take in all the sights. As they traveled through the farmland, there would be cows and horses. The girl's eyes would light up each time. One day, Prairie became very sick. Her parents panicked and took her to the hospital. Since they were roamers, they had no ties to a physical home or even insurance. They thought the best thing to do was to let the little girl stay in the hospital where she would get the care she needed, and they wouldn't be held accountable. That is where her story stopped with me. She has a very sweet energy. She was probably around the age 4. She communicates with dowsing rods, pendulum, and balloon lights. Please ask all questions before purchasing. Also, I am not responsible for any experience you may or may not have. Again, please show respect. I pack your items to the best of my ability. I am not responsible for anything that happens during shipping.
Peppa the Pig came out in 2004.
Okay. I mean, but like I said, it could have been like a lot of people who sell these dolls claim, or not claim. I'm saying claim because things like this have not actually been like, they kind of have been proven, but not like, they're still skeptics. Anyway.
Right.
They'll put like dolls into a room, and they'll be able, like, people will be able to like let things take over items.
Right.
If that makes sense. So yeah, that was probably one of those cases.
So, first off, like I said, I do not like Peppa the Pig, but then a haunted Peppa the Pig is even worse.
No.
Could you imagine?
No.
Could you imagine? Huh. Thank you for that one. I saw that one,
Snorts.
and I was like, I really don't want her to talk about this one.
Nope.
No. Negative.
Alrighty. This next one is a cute little teddy bear, although teddy bear has a little missing eye.
Oh, he's toot. He looks very loved.
He's a little cutie. So this one is on Etsy, and this one is called Haunted Plush Positive Spirit, Haunted Paranormal Child Positive. Lots of positives.
Lots of
It's
positive.
great.
They just want to reiterate the fact
Like,
that it's not negative.
This is a good spirit.
This
I
is
can
a good
assure you.
spirit.
It's positive. I'm positive.
I'm
So
positive
the price,
it's positive.
if you should buy this, you will be paying $29.60. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
It is handmade from the 1900s. That's really
Dang!
broad. 1900s. When? In the 1900s?
Oh, I guess that could be like 1999.
Yeah. 1901.
Okay, but
I'm also from the 1900s.
Okay, but the marketing, the way that they worded it, I fell for it because I was like, dang, that's such a good, like, they did so good for making that
So
in the
vintage.
1900s.
Yeah.
I was like,
that is in great shape.
That's so good.
Yeah, no, I know. And then you're like, oh, crap, I was born in the 1900s. Damn you kids today. It really is. All right, so the description goes, in an old abandoned house in Alsace in the heart of an urbex session, a group of explorers discovered an unusual treasure, a teddy bear. Abandoned for years, it seemed frozen in time. When one of the mediums of the group approached, a single energy invaded her, suggesting a mysterious story. The medium claimed that the bear contained the soul of a melancholic child, a little boy of about 9 years old. According to the medium, this child regretted his loneliness and ardently wished to find a loving companion. Filled with deep sadness, he had left a strong emotional imprint on the teddy bear. The group decided to recover it, touched by the fate of the lost child. They hoped that taking care of the bear, they could bring comfort to the child's soul. From there began a strange relationship between the group of urbexers and the teddy bear. Animated by a supernatural presence, they saw him as a link with the past, a soul in search of human warmth. The bear became a symbol of affection and compassion, reminding everyone of the fragility of the human soul and the importance of benevolence. Each hug given to the bear seemed to soothe the child in him and offer him some peace. That is so freaking sad.
I know.
Like, hug the teddy bear. But also, like, you know, they say that some demon spirits come in child form and they're not actually children. So that, like, you know, he's like a little bit too sweet.
Sad. Yeah.
That is really sad. But, you know, what if he's not a child? I don't know.
Well, and that would be such a demon thing to do, of like pulling on your heartstrings that way.
Yeah.
To manipulate
such
you.
a demon thing to do. God.
Such a demon thing to do.
I cannot stand them. Alrighty. Item number 4 is on eBay, I think. No. Is this on eBay? I can't remember. No, I think this one was on... Yeah, this was on eBay. Okay, so it is titled Possessed Leather Mask, Infamous, the most haunted item in the market. The market. The buy it now price is $2,750.
Why?
Yeah, I know, that's a lot. It must be really good. It's used even. Come on now.
I'm sorry, but it doesn't
even look
like a mask. It looks like, okay, this is what I thought it was. I thought it was like a door knocker.
Yeah, I could see that.
But it like had been like melted. Like maybe it was like a face of a door knocker, like a face door knocker, and the mouth was like the thing that you knocked.
Yep.
And it like melted.
Nope. Yep. I can see that. It's nope. That's not what it is. All right. So that's not what it is. Move along.
I see the mask though. I see the mask.
All right. So that would be weird if it was a door knocker. And also, I don't know, maybe more creepy. You'd have to touch it. I don't know. Anyway, so the description goes.
You have to touch it if it's a mask.
Oh yeah, I guess it touches your face. It could be like the mask.
Ooh. What if it's all copper? Maybe that's
It's
why
leather.
it's so expensive.
It says
Oh,
leather.
it's leather?
Yeah. Leather.
No, dog.
Maybe
That
it's
makes it
human
even
skin.
worse. That's what I was just thinking. Like pig. Ugh.
Oh, I'll tell you after. Okay. Anyway. Okay. I know. So the description says, I'm not flipping haunted items on the market, or this listing is not my side income. I am only selling this leather mask because I have had enough with the things going on in my household. Forget about the flickering lights or strange noises. Those are not real haunted signs. The mask holds a tremendous amount of negative energy and vision of victims' painful lives. Once you take ownership of the mask, probably your life won't be the same, and more likely you are going to end up in an asylum. There is no need to make a ceremony or shiny words to say for bond to the mask. You must really need to admire it to have it with all your intentions. I got this mask through the Warren Occult Museum. Mask created in 1882 with a label behind, and that's it. I'm not going to write ghost stories or my own experiences about this mask. Experience it for yourself, take responsibility, and be ready for the consequences. And yep, that is the very creepy haunted leather mask.
So pay $2,000 so that you can have a terrible life.
Like,
here you go.
If you want to get, like, I get if you paid a bunch of money for it, but like if you want to get rid of it that bad and it's causing you that much trouble, then I feel like you should probably make it cheaper, or donate it. Call Zach Bagans. He'd pay for it.
He'd pay for it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people contact Zach's company like a day saying like, I have a haunted things. Do you want to buy it?
Lots of people.
Get a lot of calls.
That's what his museum. That's what his museum is for.
If I had something haunted, I'd be like, hey, I have this thing. Do you want to buy it? And they're like, no, we don't want to buy it. I'd be like, can you please have it? Can you please just
can you just take it off my hands? You can just have it for free.
Have it
sure.
for free.
He probably would.
I don't see, the marketing is just not there for me. If I was in the market to buy something scary and haunted, I probably wouldn't buy that one, because you're like, no, I just want you to pay me money and that's it. Like, I want to hear the stories.
He's not even going to tell us his experiences.
Yeah, I want to hear the stories.
I want to know. I need to know what to expect. All you told me was
flickering lights. You told me that my life is going to change for the good or the bad. You know, is that
probably not for the good? just a hunch. A little hunch there. All right, item number 5. Authentic, real haunted mink fur coat. Antique.
I'd wear that.
He has. I was so
sorry,
excited
PETA.
to see another piece of clothing. Not sorry. Okay, so we have here a beautiful fur coat. It really is. It looks very soft.
But at first glance, it looks like a plate of fried bacon.
It does. I see. It's like brown, and then it has dark black like stripes going
just
up
like
it.
Bacon.
So yes, it does look like bacon.
At first glance, when I saw it, like before I pulled
so
the
hungry.
before I pulled the picture up, I was like, "Is that bacon?"
You know those pictures that you see online where you're like, "Man, I'm a fat ass," and like you see food, but it's really like a dog.
Yeah.
It's like a dog's leg or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, that fried chicken looks good. Oh, never mind.
Chicken nuggets.
That's a Shar-Pei. All right, it's good. The price of this bad boy is $394 or $349, and it is used. Yeah, it's fur, real fur.
Mink.
So, and it also has a friendly spirit with it, or maybe not. I don't know. Welcome to Phantoms Follow Haunted Dolls and Oddity Shop. I'm pretty sure I've done some of their items before. You're
cool.
looking at a mink jacket that belongs still yet to the spirit of an older woman in her 70s by the Catherine Marie Robinson, who passed away peacefully in her sleep. She was given the mink by her lifelong love as a birthday gift, and she loved it as so much that she is still attached to it. You can feel her energy, especially when you put the jacket on, which is still in immaculate shape and just as beautiful as it was on her birthday so many years ago. She is a kind spirit. You can hear her walking throughout the house and at times smell her perfume and watch her shadow walk down the hallway and see lots of orbs. She also spends a lot of time in the kitchen. You can hear pots and pans clinging and the smell of what smells like apple pie baking in the oven. Lights
yum.
flicker, electronics come on, and you can see a figure sitting on the couch at times. This is an awesome item to add to your paranormal collection. Follow me at Phantom Follows. They're on YouTube and eBay. So
yeah, you've done
give them
them
a shout
before.
out. So yeah.
That doesn't sound terrible.
No, it's just like having a little house guest. It's like if you live alone, you're like, I could use some company. I'll go buy another spirit for $349 and I'll get a jacket out of it.
And you can get sweet smelling aromas of apple pie. Sometimes her perfume. You're like wearing the jacket and people are like, whoa, is that Chanel No. 5? And you're like, how'd you know? It's actually a version of Catherine. Who's Catherine? She's my spirit animal.
Yeah, my spirit animal. She's wearing a mink.
That was a good one.
Classy. All right, item number 6 and the last item of the haunted items for today.
This one's sparked my attention, sparked my interest.
So this one's not really that big of a deal, but I just found it fascinating that people actually do this. So this is titled Active Spirit Possessed Haunted Doll Spooky Paranormal Mystery. The price is $166.66. 66666.
No,
no, wait, 6666. Sorry, 4 6s, not 5. All right,
they but hold on, they should have done $156.66.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, you need 3 6s, not 4. Come on, get real. Anyway. So the condition of it is used. The description is a haunted mystery box. Who would not want that? That just sounds so much. That sounds like so much fun. Okay. So picture this. 2 to 3 haunted items, including 1 haunted doll in every box. So you are guaranteed to get a haunted doll.
Oh,
also,
yay.
You need to let them know.
What I want.
You need to let them know if you would prefer a positive or negative spirit. All items listed have been investigated by our team using pendulum, dowsing rods, EMF, REM pods, and a spirit box. Disclaimer.
Whoa.
Paranormal activity is not guaranteed. Laws state that any paranormal items that are sold must be stated for entertainment purposes, and you must be 18 years or older for purchases. Please only purchase one of my items if you are prepared to care for them with as much respect as I have cared for them. Taking on an active spirit can be a daunting task, and only those prepared should undertake that responsibility.
Makes
no
sense.
returns will be accepted. Yes. WHW crew. What the hell?
Is that what they're called?
What? No, I don't know. I don't know. WHW crew is what they're called.
WHW. World Haunted.
Whoa.
Widgets.
World Haunted Widgets. I love it. That one was really short, I know, but like, you know how you've talked about how people will sell random boxes of things on eBay?
Yeah, I want to
like they'll just like grab random things.
Yeah.
This is what that reminded me of. It's like, you don't know what you're going to get. You are definitely going to get a doll. You don't know what it's going to look like. Like, what a great birthday gift if you know someone who likes haunted things. So, you know, if you know someone who likes haunted things and wants a spirit in their house, check out the spooky mystery boxes on eBay because they sound pretty terrifying. And you can ask for negative or positive spirit. So you can get the best of both worlds. Can I just get the doll?
I don't want the doll.
No spirit included, please.
No, thank you.
I'm good.
Actually, I don't even know why I'm contacting you, to be honest.
It's like a Happy Meal.
That's true.
It's like in a box and everything. You get a toy. You don't know what else you're gonna get. Maybe you get an applesauce. Maybe get fries. Man. Maybe nuggets or a cheese. Who knows? But you know you're always gonna get a toy, so there's something good in there.
That is true.
That was my haunted eBay segments. Thank you.
That was fun.
I always have fun doing those. Those are I feel like they always blow my mind at like what is on the internet. It's crazy.
You have no idea what's on the internet, Brie.
No. Yeah, I have not even scratched the surface.
Have not. Just like we have only discovered 3% of the ocean.
Oh my God. That is such a terrifying. Isn't that such a terrifying thing to think about?
It's something that I think about at least once a week.
Same. Oh my gosh.
So real quick, can you, when we're done with this, can you ask Josh how often he thinks about the Roman Empire? And this is why. Because it's trending on TikTok that like girlfriends are asking or spouses are asking their significant other how often, and mainly men, how often they think about the Roman Empire. And surprisingly, they're like the responses are like once a week or once a day or like multiple times a day. And so I want to know, I asked Rick, he hasn't texted me back yet. So I want to know how often Josh thinks about the Roman Empire, because personally, I don't think about it at all. So, but it's a trend right now on TikTok. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about Laverne Kay Parsons, and she actually went by Kay. So, Laverne Kay Parsons was is a 41-year-old woman. She was living in Georgia with her husband and son in March of 2009. She worked at a local physical therapy clinic called Healing Hands and was very close to her family. On the morning of March 25th, a contractor came by early in the morning to start work on a project. And he found it weird that no one answered the door since he was scheduled to be there. So he took a walk around the property to make sure everything was all right. And he found the glass on the back door. The glass on the back door was shattered. So he immediately called police. The police found Kay badly beaten and barely alive on the floor of her garage.
Oh, no.
A gold watch and a necklace had been taken from the house, and it appeared that Kay had interrupted the robbery, so the robber ended up killing her, or attempting to.
Oh, excuse me.
So sorry.
I've interrupted this. What if I walked in? Oh, hang on. Let me just... I'll step out. Give me a minute.
Excuse me. A minute? Excuse me. Also, that's what I would do, though. I'd be like, whoa, take whatever you want. I don't care. Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm going to go back to my car.
Yeah. You do you. There's cash in the safe deposit set.
Can I just make myself a sandwich really fast? I really have to pee.
Do you want a sandwich? I'll make you one too. So the house was like completely ransacked and destroyed. There was things everywhere, chairs knocked over, you know how it is. A bloody hammer and a baseball bat were found at the scene. Oh. The robbery continued at Kay's neighbor's house, Rebecca Sears. So the robber went over to the neighbor's house also. Rebecca and Kay were actually best friends and coworkers.
Oh, so sad.
I know. Makes me think of you and me. So Rebecca called Rebecca called the police only hours after the incident with Kay happened. Fortunately, Rebecca was not home at the time and avoided getting hurt because she was dropping her kids off at school. But the house was completely destroyed, just like Kay's. Why is your camera shaking so bad?
Oh, I'm kicking it. I was stretching my leg.
Rebecca was obviously super concerned about her best friend Kay. She demanded constant updates on her progress, but unfortunately, less than 24 hours later, Kay ended up passing away. Detectives automatically suspected the two incidents were connected. I mean, why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
So a day later, Rebecca was at her work, which I don't know how you could be at work while your best friend's in the hospital dying. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, so Rebecca was at work when someone came in and robbed her at gunpoint and ended up shooting her leg. So
Wait. So someone came and robbed her house and then they robbed her at work?
yeah.
Oh, that's hella connected. Okay.
So and they shot her in the leg. So
At her work.
Yeah. So something that Kay did not know, Kay is the one that was dying.
That died.
Yeah. So something that Kay did not know about before she passed away was Rebecca and Kay's husband, David, were having an affair. But according to Rebecca, they broke it off in February of 2009, which was just a month before the murder. Sorry.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that.
When the affair came to light, the police started to question Rebecca because it was odd that she got robbed. She wasn't home. And the wife of the man that she's having an affair with was robbed, but then she died. And then Rebecca just happened to get robbed again at gunpoint and shot, but only in the leg. So the officers were like, that's weird. We're gonna get a search warrant. So they got a search warrant for David's phone records, hers and David's phone records. And it turns out that David and Rebecca were still actively having an affair all the way up to that day. So this man, they like sent dirty photos and text messages until the present day. Dude,
Wait.
What?
Did you mean Rebecca and her
Yeah.
husband had an affair, or that the two husbands had an affair?
Rebecca, maybe I worded it. Rebecca and her best friend Kay's husband.
Oh, I thought you were saying the two husbands. And I was like, damn, that's spicy. Wow.
No, Rebecca and Kay's husband were having an affair.
Oh, okay.
David.
All right.
So,
scandalous.
Yeah, so the officers got their phone records, and it turns out that they were sending dirty photos and pictures until that present day. So dude just had his wife killed, and he's out there sending naughty text messages to his dead wife's best friend.
Ew.
So the officers questioned David, and he ended up confessing to the affair, but claimed he would never want or mean for anything bad to happen to his wife. I don't really have any more information if like he had an alibi or anything like that. After the interview, the lead investigator got a tip that actually blew the whole case wide open. An inmate at a local jail who just happened to be Rebecca Sears' younger brother, Jerry told the investigators that Rebecca was trying to coerce him into helping him murder Kay and making it look like an accident. She was probably like, you're already in jail. Like,
oh my gosh.
Just
put a couple more years on your sentence. It'll be fine.
No big deal.
By the way, this better not be you and I as friends. So, listen.
Oh my gosh. I can barely get Josh to be a friend of mine.
I was about to say, I promise I won't be with your husband if you promise you won't be with my husband.
Okay, I guess. So Jerry told investigators that she was trying to get him to help him murder Kay, and make it look like an accident. He also corroborates the affair and says that he knows who did murder Kay and why. So he tells of an unnaturally close relationship between Rebecca and her son, Christopher. She raised him on her own, and he became uncomfortably close to her. She would shower him with gifts like cars, ATVs, gaming systems, TVs, and along with being financially and emotionally dependent on Rebecca. So like they were just like gross. She was definitely a boy's mom, you know, like those gross boys' moms. Okay.
Yeah.
So Christopher was also hooked on prescription drugs, so that probably didn't help. He also would, and who would supply those to him? His mommy that worked at a physical therapy office.
Oh my gosh.
So Jerry says that she eventually manipulated Christopher into agreeing to killing Kay. The investigator pulls out a picture of the hammer used in the killing, and Jerry says he recognized it because before he went to jail, he was living with Christopher. So Jerry was able to ID the hammer and claimed it belonged to Christopher. While the interview was happening, the police were looking through Sears's car. So looking through Christopher's car and Rebecca's car. They find blood on Christopher's passenger seat, so Rebecca is brought in for interrogation.
Okay.
She was kept there, and she was super annoyed during the entire investigation or questioning for 5 hours. And in the process, she confesses to wanting Kate to go away and to asking her brother if he knew anybody would make that happen. However, she does not confess to sitting down and making a plan with her son Christopher to have Kay killed. She basically says that Christopher wanted to kill Kate, and why do I keep saying Kate or Katie or
Yeah, I know.
She says that Christopher wanted to kill Kay, and she chucked him right under the bus. She was like, nah, like it was all him, not me. She admitted to wanting Kay taken out, but says that she had no idea she would unleash the monster by implying to her son that it would be awesome if he went over and bludgeoned Kay to death.
Oh my gosh.
So she claims that on the morning of the attack, she left Christopher at her place while she took the younger kids to school. When she came back, Christopher called her and asked her to pick him up at the end of the street. And when he got in the car, he had blood all over him. She claims she asked him, Christopher, what did you do? And he replied, quote, well, I beat the shit out of her, and well, I took care of everything, end quote.
What?
Yeah. She was saying all this time she was and while she's saying this, like the whole time she's like pretending to be horrified and by like the disgusting thing that he did. She also admitted to staging the robbery at her own house and that it just to throw off police. And obviously the whole thing getting shot in the leg was a sham too. Like he shot her in the leg. So it looked like she was more of a victim as well. So Rebecca and her son were arrested on March 8, 2009. They agreed to plead guilty in exchange of avoiding the death penalty. They received life sentences without the possibility of parole for the murder and robbery and burglary. Rebecca Sears' husband, because he's also in this whole situation.
Yeah.
Tony, who was actually away at the time. So this is like less than 3 days. So less than 72 hours. And this whole thing happened. Like from the robbery all the way to them being arrested only happened 72 hours. So he's away at this time, has no idea any of this is happening.
So fast for that all to happen that quick, though.
I know. Well,
especially for them to be found guilty.
Yeah. Well, not guilty, but arrested.
Okay.
For the thought for, what is it? They had enough evidence to arrest them on.
Okay. Gotcha.
They didn't get found guilty. That's a trial. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Rebecca's husband, Tony, was away at the time when this all went down. He now lives in Nashville with the 3 sons that he had with Rebecca. According to him, there's absolutely no way Rebecca and Christopher were responsible for the murder and that the police should be out looking for the real perpetrators. When he was asked if his wife was having an affair with David Parsons, he stated, quote, I'd rather not talk about it, end quote. So Rebecca, to this day, Rebecca and her son, Christopher, they took a plea deal, like I said, to avoid the death penalty. So they're in jail.
As they should be. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Also, her poor husband.
I know. Could you imagine?
About saying like no comment about the whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to talk about it either. Yeah, like that sucks. That's sad.
It's really sad.
He sucks.
He obviously doesn't believe that they did it, which is really sad because they definitely did it. But
and she doesn't love you anymore.
I know.
Oh, poor guy. I feel like she just put more of a target on herself when she staged the robbery at her house.
Yeah.
And her work.
I agree.
So what was the work thing? The work was staged, right?
Yeah, it was staged. He did it.
Okay.
Her son did it. Gotcha. Could you imagine me like, all right, so to make it more like they really wanted to hurt me, you're going to shoot me in the leg.
Raise her leg, probably. Oh my gosh.
So stupid.
Wait, and this was in Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
2009.
That was a good one.
Yeah. It was nice and short. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
So my mom actually, shout out to my mother, she suggested this one. She was telling me about it and I was like, ooh, it's like Bree and me. She's going to get so freaked out because they're neighbors and best friends.
Pineapples. We don't share husbands.
No, we do not. You don't want my husband. He's enough. He's too much.
Yeah. We're just gonna, we can handle our own.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a best friend story.
Yeah,
gone
sorry,
wrong.
buddy.
That was terrible.
I can't believe she killed her best friend. Like, clearly they weren't best friends. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna okay. This is what I don't understand. So you're gonna kill your best friend, and then what?
Well, exactly. That's what I was wondering. Like, what's the rest of your plan? What was Kay's husband's name? What was him?
David.
David. Okay. And what happened with him?
Nothing. He didn't do it. He had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Yeah, because he didn't want to kill her. Okay.
Yeah. So like,
but like, did you expect like him to come back to you like after you showed him that you were gonna kill his wife?
And so let's pretend in this scenario, let's pretend that no one found out she did it. You have this secret that you killed your, now let's say they got together, boyfriend's wife, your best friend. How can you live with yourself with that?
No.
And not telling him. And if they had children, I don't know if they had children. Like, I don't know. And you still have to leave your husband. He's still part of it. Tony. What about Tony?
Come on, Tony. Poor Tony.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she was like drunk when she said all this stuff. I don't know. Maybe she was doing prescription pills with her son. And they got like high one night. They're like, wouldn't it be nice? I don't know. Anyway, so that's the story of that. Do you have a neighborhood story?
Okay. So this one is a letter I found that was from one neighbor to another. I believe I found it on Twitter. It says, "Hi, you're probably expecting this to be a noise complaint, but it's quite the opposite. I live somewhere above you guys on the 3rd floor and genuinely love when I can hear you guys playing. It adds such a good vibe to my studio time. I'm a mixed media artist / fashion designer. I'm writing to you guys because I was just going through a bad heartbreak and your music brought some joy to my day. I wanted to spread the love and let you guys know you rock. Keep it up."
Are they playing music or is it like a stereo?
It sounds like they play music.
Yeah, because if it was like just music coming from a stereo, I'd be like, that's weird. But if they're like vibing, like playing the guitar, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I thought that was sweet. And we don't always have
Yeah.
to like they don't always have to be negative notes. Like that
No,
was
they
a nice
don't.
thing.
That was a
It just
nice one.
made her day. I like that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that is what's with the neighbors.
yeah, come again.
Come again.
We'll see you next week.
Yep. Yeah.
Check out all of our social medias, our Patreon, if you want exclusive content and early access to episodes. You can check us out there. Follow us on all social media platforms at wwtnpodcast. We have neighborhood stories that we do. You can send in
your spooky, scary bedtime stories.
Yeah, spooky, scary bedtime stories for the month of October. That's with your kiddos. If you want more information about that, you can email us. But basically, it's just your kids retelling or telling a spooky story, and you can send it into our email at wwtnpodcast@gmail.com. And also your own hometown horror stories, like if something scary happened.
Not horror
stories. So like if there was a crime that happened in your neighborhood or in your town and you want to tell us about it, go ahead. Or if you have your own paranormal experiences or UFO sightings, let us know. That's at wwtnpodcast@gmail.com. And have you checked in on the neighbors? Oh, buy our shirts, please.
Oh, buy our shirts, please. Yes, buy our shirts, pretty please. Anyway, at least
wwtnpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Nope.
What's with the
neighbors.com//merch.
Yeah. Buy our shirts.
Please.
Christmas is coming up.
Yes.
Ask for them for Christmas.
Yes.
And have you checked in on the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors?
Bring Amy
out.
Psh. With the neighbors. Say hi to your cats for us.
Don't get dead.